All right, so as you know, the last week I uploaded, I think it was week 51, right? Or something like that. Yeah, I haven't made a video on the Bible stuff in a minute, and I missed the first few weeks of 2026, but we're started now on week 2. So yeah, um, I had to go help my mom with some personal stuff, so that's why I didn't make a video. I didn't have my setup or anything. I do still plan on uploading 52 videos on the Bible this year. I'm not sure how I'm gonna make it up, but I'm gonna make it up somehow. So yeah, so we'll see. But it's been a minute. I'm gonna do the Bible verse, I guess. No, the daily Bible quote. You are all sons of God through faith in Christ Jesus. For all of you who are baptized into Christ, who have clothed yourselves with Christ. There is neither Jew nor Greek, slave nor free, male nor female, for you are all one in Christ Jesus. Facts, we're all one people. This is I think this is actually very important in like for today in modern society because I feel like a lot of people like like to segregate themselves almost. Like they like to put themselves into groups, which I don't know. Like we're all people at the end of the day. Like I feel like I'm not even trying to be racist, but like black people will like segregate themselves and put themselves in a different category to white people or other people. Same with white people though too. And it's just weird. I think that we're all one people, you know? I didn't mean that racist, but that kind of came out crazy, but you know what I mean. I'm just saying like we're all one people at the end of the day. All right, so Future Isaac is I'm going to tell you where I read from and to. I read from Exodus 32:27 to Leviticus 23. 20 like and then the two dots and then 3. So yeah. Um we actually got pretty far. Where's my bookmark? Oh, it's right here. I'm blind. We got pretty far, but I not gonna lie, I did skip a couple pages because some of it was pretty boring. So yeah. It was mostly just like rules and stuff, but some of it was pretty interesting, so yeah. Yeah, and also when I was at my mom's, I lost the I was doing a little bit of reading and I lost the freaking bookmark. So I got no idea where I am. So I'm just going to start at Exodus 32:27, the command to leave Sinai. So I'm pretty sure this is like the Old Testament or something. I don't know what all this means, but I think it means that it's not like true anymore. I don't know. But basically, it's saying God is telling them to break down their pillars, the other cultures, cut down their asterism or whatever that is, which is their pillar of a god or something, and eat of their sacrifice and take of their daughters, which is crazy to me. I don't know. Whatever this this is Exodus, not Genesis. But I hope this stuff isn't like expects us to do this stuff currently because I'm not doing all that. And then on Sundays you're supposed to rest. I've definitely read all this before, but I don't remember where I was, so I might as well just keep reading it. Do you guys think because like in the Bible it always says on the seventh day you rest. So does that mean like the weekly system came from the Bible, or no? That was before the Bible. It's a good question. I don't know, and I'm not gonna look it up because I'm lazy. So, all right, now I'm on Leviticus, which is where I think I was, but I don't know how far I got into Leviticus. Oh yeah, I remember this. It was like the rules. But holy moly, these pages are so thin. I can't turn the freaking pages, dude. I can't. Okay, so if you commit a breach of faith, you're supposed to bring a ram without blemish, valued in silver shekels, which must have been the currency back then. He also must make restitution for what he has done, and add a fifth to it and give it to the priest. And the priest shall make atonement with the ram of the guilt offering, and he shall be forgiven. But yeah, back to what I was talking about last time I was reading, so yesterday. I don't think any of this applies modern day, and I think that this is the Old Testament. And so we're just gonna read this before the New Testament, to get like the context kinda, I guess. Okay, so basically they just been I don't even understand really what's going on right now, but it's pretty much yapping. I'm gonna keep it a buck. They're talking about grain offerings and what his son's gonna get and guilt offerings and stuff, so nothing too like that applies to modern day, so that's Well, I'm not gonna say much on this one. I accidentally ended the recording. Nice. Okay, it's talking about Moses making an offering. It's like it's just very descriptive. Like he threw the blood against the sides of the altar. So yeah, it's not like anything like too interesting right now. So there's not much for me to mention right now. So if I'm only 2 minutes in, so there could be more, but I don't know yet. So probably not much to be spoken about in this part. Yeah, and then Aaron is making an offering too. So very interesting. Okay, so the Aaron, the guy who just made an offering, his two sons Nadab and Abihu took his censer, whatever that means, and put fire in it and laid incense on it and offered unauthorized fire before the Lord, which he had not commanded them, and the fire came out before the Lord and consumed them, and they died before the Lord. That's wicked. Okay, and then it says, "This is what the Lord has says: Among those who are near me, I will be sanctified, and before all the people, I will be glorified." I am hoping that doesn't mean they were sacrifices. I don't know. I feel like reading this Old Testament stuff has made me question more than strengthen my faith. But maybe it's just because the Old Testament. I'm gonna do some research. All right, so I googled is Leviticus Old Testament. It definitely is. So we know Leviticus is Old Testament. Okay, so some people believe that doesn't apply. I'm gonna Google. Does the Old Testament apply to us today? Yes, it applies, but its laws are understood differently by modern believers. Oh, okay, so fulfilled by Christ's sacrifice. I see. So this definitely makes it better, but still, that Old Testament stuff is wicked. All right, well, I don't feel like reading anymore, to be honest. Guys, I have a serious problem with doom scrolling. I gotta stop wasting time sitting in my bed. I just spent like an hour doing it, and I don't got much time throughout the week, so I gotta just stop. I need to really lock in. I freaking hate it because when you're doing it, it's not that bad. But then once you're like about to stop, it's like, oh my gosh, I really just sat there for an hour doing nothing with my life. But all right, let's get back to the reading. Okay, so in the Old Testament, I've definitely heard about this before, where certain creatures are unholy and you're not supposed to eat them. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that you used to not be able to eat certain animals like the eagles, vultures. I think pigs too, right? Camels. I don't know about pigs. I think it might have been pigs. I think Leviticus is like rules and like how to redeem yourself type of chapter. Honestly, this is this yeah. Like I said last time, this chapter is very like it's very rules based. Like if this happens, what do we do? Also, why am I showing this screen? Holy moly, holy cell! It's very like rules based. So like right now they're talking about leprosy and like if they have leprosy, this on this stage of leprosy, we do this. They have if they don't aren't showing signs of complete leprosy, then we do this. Stuff like that. So yeah. Okay, so I didn't know this was a rule, but no there's rules against eating blood or drinking blood because it is like their life. Like he kind of views it as their life force, which is interesting. Never thought about that. Now we're moving into unlawful sexual relations. Okay, so no family stuff is very clear in this stuff. Or like your wife's or your dad's wife or your mother's husband and stuff like that too. Or your daughter-in-law or anybody that can be basically related to your family pretty much in any way, shape, or form. Okay, I wanna like it's going over stuff that you should not do. Like, don't do don't hurt anybody, revere your mother and father, stuff like that. Don't oppress your neighbor. Okay, but this one's kind of cool. It says, "You shall not curse the deaf or put a stumbling block before the blind." I don't think it literally means like don't put a block in front of a blind person walking. I think it means like help people, kind of like don't like talk behind someone's back, for example, if they're deaf, and then don't go behind someone's back or anything. Is what I think it's trying to say, in my personal professional opinion. You shall not round off the hair on your temples or mar the edges of your beard. Interesting. Obviously, that doesn't apply nowadays, but I guess you weren't supposed to shave. Is that what that means? It also says you shall not make any cuts on your body for the dead, or tattoo yourselves. I am the Lord. So you're not supposed to get tattoos. This is Old Testament, so we'll see what New Testament says about it. Okay, it also says in this, if a person turns to mediums and necromancers, whoring after them, I will set my face against this person and I will cut him off from among his people. I also, I don't know if I ever shared this story, but not a long time ago, but like last year when I was streaming in Wisconsin Dells, I think it was probably 2024 when I was doing like the stream off of Brett. I actually went to a medium and I didn't realize that it was against the Bible. If I would have thought about it, I probably would have realized it, but I didn't. So yeah, I had to do some heavy praying after that. But I think I'm chilling. I haven't been cut off from society yet. So I'm not saying that's not true. I'm just saying like it probably still applies, but if you do it accidentally, you know what I mean. For anyone who curses his father or his mother shall surely be put to death. He has cursed his father or mother, his blood is upon him. Yeah, my freaking mom used to use that against me all the time, bro. No kappa.